We're here in Monte Carlo for the Rendez-Vous to September. For AM Best TV, I'm Richard Banks. And I'm joined now by Juan Andrade, who's the President and CEO of Everest Re, and by Jim Williamson, who's the COO and Head of Reinsurance for Everest Re. So the global economic situation is at top of mind for everybody at the moment. How is the rocketing inflation impacting on reinsurers and Everest Re in particular?
Yeah, certainly it's something that we're all very interested in and we're watching quite carefully. You know, the impacts of inflation can, I think, really be felt across the entire spectrum of our business, of our industry. And it's really more manifest in loss costs. You know, as we essentially look at the impact that it can have on current accident year pricing and on reserves, there are a number of things that we can do, and so we monitor this quite a bit. You know, for instance, on the current accident year pricing, we have several levers and several tools that we can use. Pricing is one, underwriting actions, portfolio management is a second one, and then terms and conditions is really the third one. And so what we do and what we encourage our underwriters to do through our enterprise risk management framework is really to look at lines of business, understand the impact that loss trends are having on that, and take the corrective actions that they need. One of the things that I think does bear mentioning is that, you know, the standard inflation metrics that most countries put out are not directly relevant to our industry. So we get more granular and we look beneath that. So for instance, for our industry, the things that really matter are wage cost inflation, medical cost inflation, et cetera. So being able to understand that trajectory and then being able to pull those levers that I mentioned becomes very critical in this time.
Thank you very much indeed. So people are starting to talk now about a genuine hard market. Now, a lot of people won't have seen a hard market before. Everest Re has obviously been around a long time. You will have experienced this. What are the sort of things that we should be looking out for? And in particular, are there sort of surprises that we may not be expecting?
Yeah, one of the things that Everest Re focuses on so much is being consistent for our clients. And so for us, we are seeing, as most people are now, the signs that rates are going to be increasing at 1/1. That's our expectation. And what we're doing is working very closely with our clients to ensure that we can help them craft solutions that make economic sense for them, but also help them manage their risk. And so our entire goal is to avoid surprises as we come into the renewal. And I think we've gotten out ahead of some of these trends with our customers, and we're deeply engaged with them and our brokers, and really trying to make sure that while prices might be going up, it doesn't become a constraint on their ability to service their clients and to grow their businesses. And so I think what the market is looking for is for carriers like Everest to step up and to ensure that we have the capacity available for our core cedents around the world who have done a great job of delivering really strong underwriting results.
If I could maybe add to that as well, you know, part of what makes Everest such a good company is the fact that we're also nimble and we can provide risk solutions to our clients. And so when pricing becomes an issue, there's different structures, different attachment points, different ways to structure the risk so it becomes more acceptable, if you will, so they can actually service their customers, as Jim just said.
And that speaks to long relationships, to experience of Everest Re as a company, but also your people.
Absolutely. And look, that's one of our competitive advantage in the industry is the collaborative nature with which we work not only internally, but also with our clients, and the fact that we are known for being problem solvers, not just saying no. We actually will help them identify a solution, particularly in times like this.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things that has already become a bit of a topic here in Monte Carlo this year is rebalancing of underwriting portfolios, if you like. And I know that that's something that you at Everest Re have engaged in. Can you tell us a little bit about that and perhaps the sustainability of some of the lines of business?
Yeah, our objective has been pretty straightforward. We like having a broadly diversified business that allows us to compete in markets around the world, deliver solutions for our clients, not just in one line of business, but across their entire portfolio. And we do that in every geography that we're competing in. And what that allows you to do is when there is weakness in one particular line of business, you can very easily shift capital to those that are performing more strongly. I think our clients also appreciate it because it means we're more relevant to them. And over the last several years, we have really deepened our relationships with the best global cedents, and we are serving them across the broad range of their portfolio. And that's a strategy we expect to continue. And it's really about developing the underwriting capability on the ground to engage with our brokers and our customers where they want to trade, and to have the financial flexibility that an Everest brings to the table to supply them with the lines that they need. And that's a strategy that's working for us, and it's one we're going to continue using.
The last 3 years have reignited the debate about the future of insurance. Can you share some thoughts about what the industry can do as a whole to improve its reputation?
Absolutely. Look, I think the last 3 years have demonstrated the immense need for our industry, whether it's insurance or reinsurance. The ability to be able to get companies and people and homes and businesses back on their feet after significant natural catastrophes is a great example of that. We look at the fact that in 2021, there was over $130 billion of insured losses that we paid as an industry to help businesses come back to life. That's the noble purpose of our industry. This is why insurance and reinsurance is so important. You also look at what's happening right now with inflation, recession fears, just a broad economic situation that's there. And this is where insurance and reinsurance also come in. The ability to help businesses, enterprises, individuals really be able to continue their daily activities and maintain their livelihoods. So from my perspective, there is no bad reputation in the insurance industry. I think this is a great industry to be in. It's social good. And I think, this industry is really catered towards helping people regain their balance, regain their feet.
The noble purpose of insurance and reinsurance it's a great term. Thank you very much indeed. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for joining us on AM Best TV today.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
For AM Best TV, I'm Richard Banks.